How bad do you want it? Right, it all comes down to how bad do you want it. Do you want it as bad as you play them video games? Do you want it as bad as much as you go to the gym? How bad do you want to be successful? How bad do you want to escape poverty? How bad do you really want it? Some people don't want it bad enough. Some people just stay in the bed, talk about it, talk about the future, talk about they want to do this, they want to be this, and they want to be that. But they get up and do the same thing over and over again. They go on social media, they scroll for hours. You can't be one of those people that just hopes that everything will go well. You can't be one of those people that just prays and just eventually everything in your life will go well. In James 2:14, it says, faith without works is dead. So what does that mean? It means you can't just be praying, right? And you're not putting in any work. You're not putting in no work. You're not reading your Bible. You're not trying to develop your relationship with God. You know what I'm saying? You're not putting in no work. With that being said, you're not going to elevate yourself like that. You can't be an entrepreneur and you're constantly working under somebody else. For years and years, you're constantly working under somebody else. And you don't have a side hustle, right? You don't have any sort of side income. You just have one job that's funding you, and that's it. If you keep going on like that, you're gonna be considered a slave. And nobody wants to be called a slave. Nobody wants to be called a slave. So that's why it's important you gotta have some type of side income, whether it's investing in the stock market, freelancing, you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. You gotta do what you gotta do to expand your mind, expand your creativity, instead of just laying around all day hoping things are gonna get better. Things can't get better if you put in the work. Things can get better if you just get up and say that you're done. You're done with dealing all the BS, all the procrastination. You're done with all of it. There's so many of us out there that got mad potential and we just wasted on meaningless stuff like video games. I'm not gonna say that, video games are meaningless or anything like that, because, they add fun. You know what I'm saying? They add fun to your life. You know what I'm saying? It's something to take up time, but you can't allow it to take up too much of your time. Right? That's when you start wasting your life away. And that's a fact. Everything got to be done in moderation. You know what I'm saying? Too much can really be detrimental to your life. Everything got to be done in moderation. Alright. With that being said, bro, put in the work. Don't be one of those people that sit around all day and just hope that things get better. Because the more time that you sit around all day hoping things get better, the more time that's being wasted. The next thing you know, you're going to end up in your 40s, 50s, 60s, still thinking about what can make your life better.